Burma's military government released thousands of prisoners at the end of last month, including about 20 political prisoners. But Nobel Peace Prize winner and human rights activist Aung San Suu Kyi is still under house arrest, and more than 2,000 other dissidents are in prison. Lex Riefel is an expert on Southeast Asia with the liberal-leaning Brookings Institution.
It is a huge disappointment to me that Aung San Suu Kyi remains under house arrest. It is a disappointment to me that more of the political prisoners were not released.
The United States imposed tough sanctions on the Burmese government more than a decade ago, but they have failed to sway the country's military rulers. In 2007, pro-democracy protests led by Buddhist monks ended in a violent crackdown. Now the Obama administration says it is reviewing the sanctions. Some observers believe Washington should direct aid to humanitarian groups inside Burma. Again, Lex Riefel.
A large part of the U.S. assistance dollar is going to exile Burmese groups outside of the country, in Thailand and other parts of the world. And it seems to me the U.S. taxpayer would get more bang for the buck if more of the budget dollar that was used for Burma goes to groups that are actually working inside the country.
When Cyclone Nargis struck Burma last May, international relief agencies said military leaders blocked aid to millions of survivors. Now ASEAN is working in Burma to provide humanitarian aid. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton said on her recent trip to Asia that Washington will listen more to Southeast Asian nations as the U.S. looks for ways to bring about change in Burma. ASEAN Secretary General Surin Pitsuwan told VOA that a stronger ASEAN is more equipped to handle problems with Burma.
For ASEAN, it's not an issue of isolation or sanction. It's an issue of trying to push the space, to widen that space of engagement, and again to raise a level of confidence, mutual confidence, so that we can do more.
Observers warn that no country has the clout to bring change to Burma, but some point to ASEAN's decision to set up a human rights body as a hopeful sign. Richard Cronin is a Southeast Asia expert at the Henry Stimson Center in Washington.
There is a certain tide of history, and it's not moving in the direction of the Burmese military junta.
The United States says for the first time it is considering signing ASEAN's non-aggression pact. Leita Hongfincher, VOA News.